Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're having a great week and you're super excited for the weekend. The other day on Wednesday, I posted about waking up to an alarm clock. I don't know if you saw the post, but I wanted to talk about it today a little bit. I was listening to the podcast. It's the Quote of the Day show. If you don't listen to that podcast, listen to it. It is seriously one of my most favorite podcasts to listen to. I love it so much. But I was listening to, there was an episode that had Randy Gage. He's a motivational speaker. And on it, he was talking about something else. But in it, he said, an alarm clock. Isn't that the stupidest invention you've ever heard of? You're supposed to wake up when you're finished sleeping. And it made me laugh out loud. And I could totally relate to it because both as it relates to hormone balance and as it relates to business, as to work, because hormone balance. So first of all, it made me think back when after my husband and I, we closed our gym at the end of 2016, and I moved to Las Vegas. I moved to Las Vegas in January of 2017, which is where I live now. Moved from Boston to Las Vegas. I was completely burnt out from running the gym, and then from all of 2016, running the gym, and then also going to speak at different events, and then traveling all over the United States and even to Australia to teach my lift workshop. And I was just completely burnt out and completely fried. As far as my cortisol, it was like I was completely flatlined at that point. And I was also just sick of waking up at 4:30 a.m. for 8 years of my life. So part of my goal was to regulate my circadian rhythm and to not wake up to an alarm. That was one of the things I wanted to do in 2017. And that relates to both hormone balance and to business. And if you're like me and you've started out in the commercial gym, I started out, because it didn't just start waking up at 4:30 a.m. didn't just start when I started running my business in 2011. It started back when I started full-time in the fitness industry. If you've worked in the commercial gym, you know that's what you do. You rise and grind, and you take those 6 a.m. clients and you teach those 6 a.m. classes, and then oftentimes you come back at night and you do that split shift and you start back again at 4 o'clock at night, and then you're working until 8 o'clock at night. So I was doing that for so long in the commercial gym, and it completely burns you out. But you feel and you think, if I don't get up at 6 a.m. and if I don't do these split shifts, then I'm not going to have any clients, and you become a slave to your clients' schedules. And it completely fries your health, it fries your body, it fries your brain, all that. But you just keep going and grinding it out because you think that as a personal trainer, this is what I have to do, and this is the schedule that I need to maintain so that I can have clients, which is false. You can make your own schedule. So, which I'll get into in a second. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can completely relate to this, because I remember a time in my life in January of 2017 that I was like, screw the alarm clock. Alarm clocks are stupid. I don't want to wake up to an alarm clock anymore. I just need to sleep. I need to regulate my circadian rhythm. I need my body to go to sleep when it's tired, wake up when it's finished sleeping without an alarm clock. I need to do that, number one, to start to regulate that, to regulate my cortisol, to help my health, number one. And then number two, business-wise, I vowed when we shut our gym down at the end of 2016, I vowed to never wake up at 4 or 4:30 a.m. ever again in my life, unless it's to catch a plane. That's it. Unless there's some specific reason I'm not getting it up at that time to teach a spin class or to teach a group fitness class or to train a client. I'm not freaking doing it anymore. I was done with that portion of my life. 8 years of my life doing that was plenty. So those are my goals in 2017. And it took 2 years to get to the point. It took almost 2 years to get to the point that I could fully achieve those goals, but I worked at them diligently from 2017 and all the way through 2017 through 2018, and then by the end of last year I had achieved those goals. So number one, as far as my circadian rhythm, and that was probably the last thing to fall into place at the end of last year, was finally getting into a rhythm of going to bed between 10 to 10:30 at night, and then just waking up naturally without an alarm 8.5 hours later at around like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. So, that's something, if your circadian rhythm is regulated and your cortisol is normal, you should get tired at a certain time at night, ideally around 10 o'clock at night, and go to sleep, and then just be able to wake up 7 to 8.5 hours later, because you don't really need more than 8.5 hours of sleep. If you're sleeping longer than 8.5 hours, which there was a time in my life where like I needed 10 hours of sleep, that's not healthy. So 8.5 hours is typically the longest amount that you want to be sleeping. And then, so ideally you would just naturally wake up feeling refreshed 7 to 8.5 hours later without an alarm. So finally achieved that, regulated my cortisol, regulated my circadian rhythm, which was reflected recently. I posted yesterday about my low thyroid results. Finally got my thyroid regulated as a result, because cortisol affects thyroid and many other hormones, but that's a whole other live I'll have to do. And then the other aspect was the business aspect. Not waking up at 4:30 a.m. for any clients or anything work related. Not ever doing that ever again. Making my own schedule, transitioning my business, my coaching business, 100% online, so that I could make my schedule and have the freedom to have my own schedule in that way. Because I started out in this business as a spin instructor way back in 2003, 17 years ago. That's how I started. And so when I transitioned full-time, because I was part-time for about 5 years in this industry, in the fitness industry, teaching as group fitness instructor, I transitioned full-time in 2008. And when I did that, I had 6 a.m. spin classes I would teach. I had 6 a.m. clients 5 days a week. And those 5 days a week, I would come back in the evening at like 4 o'clock and work till 8 o'clock at night. And if you're a fitness professional and you work in the commercial gym, maybe you're doing this. Or maybe you're even doing it with your own fitness facility, because I was even doing that with my own fitness facility too, working split shifts. I was teaching 6 a.m. classes, and I would come back and teach a 6:30 p.m. a class at 6:30 p.m. It's not good for anyone's health. It's not good for your health to do that. And yes, you think that you have to do it because that's when the clients are going to come, but there is a better and a different way that you can do it. And having an online business, that is one amazing way to do it. So my second goal, aside from regulating my circadian rhythm, my cortisol, my hormones, specifically for my health, because I mentioned it was affecting my thyroid, it was affecting other hormones, was to transition my business 100% online. So that's something that I worked diligently at through 2018, 2019, and then by April 1 of 2019, I had successfully transitioned my business 100% online. And now I make my own schedule. I'm not waking up at 4:30 a.m. to go and teach a group fitness class or to train a group or to train a client. I make my own schedule, and I structure my schedule so that the tasks that I do are dependent on when I'm most productive doing those tasks. So for example, in the morning, I'm most productive writing and just planning out my day and doing that in social media posts. Occasionally I will take a morning call because I am in Las Vegas. I am on Pacific time, so I do have people in other time zones who need to meet a little bit earlier. But I take the bulk of my coaching calls in the afternoon because that's when I'm most productive. Taking coaching calls is in the afternoon. And then I also, in the afternoon, that's when I'm most productive writing strength training programs, if I'm writing strength training programs. So I have control over my schedule, and I structure it so that the tasks that I'm doing in the day are when I know I'm going to be most productive doing those tasks. So if you're a fitness professional who's working in person with clients right now and you're trying to build your one-on-one business and you're completely struggling, you're trying to build your online business and you're completely struggling building your online business because maybe you don't know how to navigate social media. Maybe you have no idea what to post, how to get seen, how to boost your platform. You have no idea how to do that. Or maybe you don't know what systems to use, right? So maybe you're using Excel spreadsheets for your one-on-one coaching. Who knows what it could be? Or maybe you're getting up right now at 4:30 a.m. and you're grinding it out 5 days a week with 6 a.m. clients, or maybe even earlier. Maybe you have 5:30 a.m. clients and you hate it. And then you're coming back at night and you're training people from 4 o'clock at night until 7, 8 o'clock at night, and you're doing that. But you want so badly to break out of that chain, get off that hamster wheel, and you want to build your online business so you can have control of your schedule, and so that you can have more personal time to yourself and you can be making more money. I can help you with that. I can totally help you to transition your business online and build your business online. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to work with me, because we all need a coach, we all need to ask for help. And I think that's something that people struggle with. I know I've struggled with it in the past, and even, once in a while I still struggle with it right now, but it's something that we need to do. We need to ask for help. And the most successful businesses are those business owners who have hired coaches to help them to get to the next level. I've hired coaches. I have a coach right now who is helping me to take my business to the next level. So if you want to transition your business online and you're working in person as a fitness professional, I can totally help you with that. And if you want to add an easy 5 figures to your business, that's another thing that I can help you with as well. So link is in my bio if you want to sign up to work with me for one-on-one business coaching. I hope you have a great Friday, and I'll be back on here really soon talking about something else. Bye.